Welcome to Sports News. All is set for tomorrow's draws of the Lagos State preliminaries of the 2014 Channels National Kids Cup. After thorough screening of over 100 applications by the organizers, only 24 schools were approved for the preliminaries. The Lagos preliminaries will be decided on direct elimination, with the last 4 schools representing the state in the national finals. The Lagos qualifiers will begin from May the 13th to May the 15th at the Campus Square Mini Stadium and the Unicon Stadium in Lagos. The Channels National Kids Cup is a football tournament specifically designed for primary schools across the country. To internationals now, Stoke City striker Osaze Odemwingie has ended his international exile after he was listed in coach Stephen Keshi's 30-man provisional squad for next month's FIFA World Cup. Odemwingie has been in the wilderness for close to 15 months after going haywire on social media to criticize his non-inclusion in the 2013 African Nations Cup in South Africa. The list has mainly familiar faces, especially players who helped Nigeria win its 3rd continental title. Villarreal hitman Ike Uche and Dynamo Kyiv striker Brownie Day are the surprise exclusions, while 5 players from the Nigerian league were listed. The squad will be trimmed to 23 players before the June 2nd deadline issued by the World Football Governing Body, FIFA. In tennis, Spain's David Ferrer has qualified for the 3rd round of the Madrid Open Masters. Ferrer defeated compatriot Albert Ramos 7-6, 5-7, 6-3, but the 5th seed took nearly 3 hours to do so. Ferrer will now play American John Isner or Australian Marinko Matosevic. 10th seed Kei Nishikori of Japan outclassed Spain's Guillermo Garcia Lopez 6-3, 6-1 to reach the 3rd round. And that's it on Sports News. It's back to Amarachi with the rest of the news at 10.
Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
Well, staying on the foreign scene, but away from sports news, Russia's foreign minister has ruled out holding a new round of talks in Geneva in a bid to defuse the Ukrainian crisis. Sergei Lavrov is of the view that there was no point as last month's accord between the US, EU and Russia had not been implemented. Yes, Cynthia Are with more.
Yes, that was certainly the case, but in addition to that, the Russian foreign minister also spoke after a Council of Europe meeting, which was expected to support Ukraine's plans for a 25th of May election. However, Mr. Lavrov called an election unusual at a time when the army was being used against the population. Then, if Lady Luck doesn't shine on the Thailand Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra, she could be removed from office and banned from politics for 5 years. For now, Thailand's Prime Minister has appeared before the Constitutional Court in Bangkok to defend herself against allegations of abuse of power. The decision is expected tomorrow. Also today, there's been another knife attack in China, but thankfully no life was lost, but at least 6 people at a station in Guangzhou sustained injuries. It is unclear how many people were involved in the attack, but 1 person was shot and then detained by police. And the Egyptian presidential favorite and former army chief Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has vowed that the banned Muslim Brotherhood would cease to exist if he becomes Egypt's president. Mr. Sisi removed Egypt's first democratically elected president Mohamed Morsi from power last July and is widely expected to win the presidential elections on May the 26th and the 27th. Finally, during the trial of a century today, 3 of Oscar Pistorius' nearest neighbors testified to hearing a man crying loudly on the nights the athlete shot his girlfriend, Reva Steenkamp. They also said they did not hear a woman screaming, contradicting earlier testimonies from their neighbors. And those are the top stories on the foreign scene.
Thanks a lot, Cynthia. And the main news again, the president today set up a committee to investigate the Chibok abductions and has accepted the United States offer to help Nigeria fight terror. The help will come in form of intelligence gathering and logistics for Nigeria's armed forces. Some of the schoolgirls who escaped from the Boko Haram abduction have given a harrowing account of their ordeal. Speaking in Hausa, the girls said they were forced into 2 trucks and driven into the forest. And the World Economic Forum opens tomorrow in Abuja. Registration of delegates began today amidst tight security at the venue and around the federal capital city. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Rachi Bani. Good night.